tonight. We have an opportunity as a city to construct an additional playground at our sports place. We became aware of a grant which is called a self-help grant through the Mississippi Development Authority, and I'll get these ladies to talk a little bit more about that. In addition to the playground, there would be exercise equipment for adults. Not that we don't need it, but there would be some air striders, some air walkers, some combo presses, leg presses, exercise bikes, so a parent could watch their child while they were playing or just when there was a practice time. So we came up on this opportunity, and basically what this does is the grant would pay for the actual equipment, which is approximately $88,000, and we as a community would install the equipment. So that's kind of an overview. We have with us tonight Mitzi Stubbs. Mitzi's on my right here. She's with the Central Mississippi Planning and Development District, and they're so helpful to us in the grants that we apply for and that we try to get for the community. And then we have Brenda Lacey with the Mississippi Development Authority.
My name is Mitzi Stubbs, and as the mayor told you, I work with Central Mississippi Planning and Development District. And I kind of work in the background and work with your board and your mayor and find out what the needs are of the city, and I'm the one that goes and begs for money to get it done. This is the money lady here that I go beg from. So tonight we're really just going to talk about the self-help project and how that works. And I know you've all seen Extreme Home Makeover and how that works. You get to call everybody in, everybody gets excited about the project, everybody has something to do, and you build something quick within 1 or 2 weekends. And that's really what this is all about. And the mayor told you what basically we're going to do is put a playground in and with some exercise equipment around it in an existing city park. And so that's really all that there is to explain to you, except the grant requires a 30% match, and the match comes from your volunteer services. Donations, anybody in the area that donates money, that counts as the 30%. So that's where we need y'all, and that's where we need to get busy. And there's volunteer forms being passed around. So if you'll make sure you fill out a volunteer form. And, you know, people always wonder, they say they can't do anything. But if you can cook a meal and bring it down there, you get to count that. Anything, if there's you got a great Dairy Queen here, if they would bring meals out to everybody, that's a donation. And so don't think there's nothing you can do. You can keep children while the others are doing the work. Count those hours that you're keeping the children. Churches usually donate, like a daycare center. We count that as a donation. So as you go around, there's on the volunteer list, you'll look through there and you'll see there are a lot of different areas you can help in. So I'll turn it over to Brenda Lacey now, and we'll answer your questions.
My name is Brenda Lacey. I'm from Mississippi Development Authority, which is MDA. The program that we have, it's money through HUD. So it's the HUD program. The money comes in from Washington, D.C. Every year we get about $30 million from HUD, and you have to be at least 51% low mod, and you can't have any monitoring finders or any findings like that or anything on your audits. And the program is called the Community Self-Help Program. So we do water, we do wastewater, we do downtown improvements, we do park, and we do recreation. So the money that you all, what you all want to apply for, which is the grant, is for playground equipment and for exercising equipment. The maximum grant size that you all can receive is $100,000. And it's like sweat and equity, just like Misty said. You all do the work, and we give you the money for supplies. Instead of you hiring a company to come out, you all will work every other weekend. If you're retired, you can work during the week. If you're just sitting home, if you want something to do, what you do is you go out and you do the work every other weekend, or maybe during the week, like I said. It takes, we give you an application. This is the first step that we do. We come out and we have a town meeting, and we see how many people came out, and seeing that the town is interested in this project. Now, if we had a meeting, then but 2 people come out, that means that you're not interested. Since I see all y'all came out tonight and you signed in, and that means that you're interested in doing this for your town. And what I normally do after this meeting, this is your first step, it's your town meeting. I normally take the sign-in sheets back. Then I talk to my bureau manager, and I let her know how many people came out and how the meeting was. And then we invite a full application. So that's where Misty come in at. She has to write it, and we have to do a full application. And we have to do, which we did the public hearing, you have to pass it for the board. So it's a lot of red tape, and it's a lot of paperwork. It's not like you're gonna get it tomorrow or the next day. She has to do the environmental clearance, and she have to make sure that no archives or anything like that. So she have to turn in a lot of letters, and it has to be approved. So she have to have that done also. Normally we give you 2 years to do the project. Some people finish in 6 months, some people finish in a year. It depends. Now, after she does the project, which I said, I do come back and I have to look at the books, and then I have to go out to the site. And after I do that, then you all will get a letter, and you'll get 3 contracts saying that you all was approved for the grant. And then the mayor, that's when the mayor comes in, and he sign off everything and sign off on the contracts and on the grant. And you all normally start doing the work. Now, normally, if you have any committees or anything like that, church organizations or anything like that, they can also work, any groups or anything. If you have volunteers and churches want to fill out forms. Now, if you have like, you have a Walmart, if they want to donate lumber, if they want to donate nails, or if they want to donate, if you're cooking, if they want to donate ground beef or donate hot dogs for the feed the people, just put everything down. That's why you have a record keeper. Everything's count. You have to put a price on everything. If someone bake a cake or bake a pie or fried chicken, just get a price on everything. Any paper cups, paper plates donated or anything like that, that's how you get your cost savings. Instead of you're hiring a big company to come out, you all come together as a whole in a community and work together and do the work.
Do y'all have any questions about
If things
anything?
went as fast as they could, what kind of time frame?
For the application?
Yeah.
How fast did you get it approved, is what he's asking? 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I would say 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, because she has to do the environmental, make sure everything clears, then you can't turn any dirt or anything like that. She'll be working on that, but then you'll probably have your contracts, but that has to clear, on that.
If you approve for the grant, how's the money actually dispersed, and who controls the funds?
It's funds by the mayor, local unit of government. What they do is cash requests. And also your engineer, if you have a good engineer, the engineer normally will take you step by step. And but the money is it's done by MDA. What it is they put in cash requests, which Misty will do that. And if you're gonna do the playground equipment, and if it costs so much money, maybe $2,003, she'll put in a cash request for that. And
Put in, they require
Right.
a bill, so when you get a bill, that's sent to us, and then we put your 30% match as we're requesting the fund.
and that goes through accounting, and accounting has to process it.
So it's not, you're not out any money. And I believe, Mayor, don't you have a pretty good donation already from the playground? The person that has done a cost assessment on the playground has also agreed to put in a large donation towards the project. So you're already way ahead of the game. And even if you did 30%, MDA is going to have to see that you all were involved, the community was involved in some way.
All right, that's why normally have a monitor after you're complete and finished, and they come out and they monitor the books and they look at where all you all have signed in and how many hours you work, and it has to add up to the 30%. Some people get more than the 30, sometimes it's 40%, 50%. You just have to get 30% of your cost savings.
This is at the very early stages of this process. So as we do move along, we'll know how many people we're going to need, and once it's established exactly what's going to be built. So not sure at this time, but everything you can do matters. So, and there will be more meetings to get more organized as time passes. So.
Okay,
Let me say thank you. If y'all wouldn't have
Thank
been
you all
here,
so
we wouldn't have
much.
even been able to file an application, as you said. Thank you for taking the time.